Oh my god, these stat changes from levels 95 to 100 are in, and it's crazy! So in this video, we're going to go through what each level gives you because it's not a uniform change, what the final product is, the results it's going to have on the game, energy, panic, fun! But first, a word from today's sponsors, Into the AM. I love Into the AM. Alright guys, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Into the AM. If you've been following the channel, you know I'm always rocking my Into the AM clothing, whether it be the super beautiful graphic t-shirts or the incredibly comfy and warm hooded, both zip up and non-zip up, or if I'm using them as decoration in my background. I love Into the AM clothing. I rock with them all the way, and not just me. I have an entire drawer full of clothing, and I got to keep it locked, otherwise my kids will get in there. So I started buying them their own t-shirts in preparation because they like to look good when they're going to bed. I don't know, these kids don't go nowhere. They just want to wear the clothing. It's that comfortable. And you're going to want to wear it too. And now is the greatest time to get in on it because they are having a 30 to 95% off sale January 23rd to the 30th, and you can get an additional 10% off for using code DORKY. You're not gonna miss out on that. Let's look at some of their new products they have. I think there's some beautiful, beautiful options. I even picked some up as presents for my father-in-law. I just picked him up, this one right here, the Lakeside Reflections t-shirt. I absolutely love it. He's got a cabin, he's got a cottage, he's super lucky. I can't wait to visit him, and maybe if I give him a beautiful, comfortable t-shirt, he will let me do that. I've also picked up the Fireforge t-shirt, so you can expect to start seeing that in stream. And I also went ahead and picked up the Aurora Nights t-shirt for my wife. She loves the artwork, she loves the comfort, she loves nature. It's perfect. You're gonna love it too. Make sure you go check out Into the AM now or before January 30th at the very latest to get an amazing deal. 30 to 95% off plus 10% off for using code DORKY. You don't wanna miss it. Have a great day, and as Into the AM says, stay inspired. Alright guys, this is going to be a quick emergency video because I did get my hands on all the stat jumps for levels 95 to 100, and it is bonkers. It is a crazy story. So we got some pictures of Red Hulk here, and let's just look at the stat jumps. So from 95 to 96, the health going up about 90k, that represents a 3.52% increase. The damage going up about 5k, more than 5k, that is again a 3.52 increase. The armor going up just shy of 3k is going to be a 3.5% increase. Do you see what I'm talking about right now? The focus is going up very minimally, as is the resistance. I'm not going to talk too much about that because the story is health, damage, and armor coming up absolutely huge in this level change, which has the big implications which we're going to talk about. 97, the stat increase on the health is going to be 3.69. Same with damage, same with armor. So it went from 3.5 to 3.69, additional 0.14% increase there. Now, when we're talking about these fractional increases in percentages, they may not seem like a lot, but it scales. It's going to scale, and it's only going to get worse or better, depending on where you are in the game. When you get that gear tier 19, look at this character. This is a 3-diamond Red Hulk. Already getting close to hitting 600,000. And at 98, he does that. So he's going to jump up 30,000 collection power. And here on his health, damage, and armor, he's going to get an increase of 3.86. So we went up 1.4. Now we're going to go up about 1.7%. So you can see every level is more and more impactful as we go. 98 to 99, that's going to be a stat jump of 4.02%. You can see it represented about 33,000 on the collection power level. This is why some people overnight have jumped up millions and millions of TCP. Just looking at this health number, these damage stats, it's kind of scary. And then we go finally to level 100 where he is reaching his Super Saiyan form. He's now nearly 700,000 power. He's nearly 3 billion life, almost 200,000 damage. Now this stat jump from 99 to 100 is 4.2%. This is an absolutely crazy stat jump. If we go over to Icarus, it's the exact same thing. So I checked multiple characters. So a fully leveled out Icarus, who's also going to be 3 diamonds, he's going to get about 644 power. He's going to have a nice damage stat. You're going to be more likely to get those double taps. This just kind of cements the kind of characters that I recommend to bring up. Big damage stat characters, not very focus-based characters. Because interestingly enough, it's actually focus and armor that got absolutely wrecked with this update. So focus and armor from 95 to 100 only represent a 4% increase in both of those stats. 20% overall for health, damage, and armor from level 95 to 100. I think that is absolutely crazy. And when we look at a character like Super Skrull here, he doesn't have his red stars right now. He's at 512, so he's 4 red stars. He's got 3.5 million life, 151,000 damage, nearly 100,000 armor. Oh my god, he's gonna absolutely just destroy people. But there is a character currently in the game that does have his red stars, that does have diamonds, that is an absolute unit, that is now gonna be Fear incarnate walking among us. I'm of course talking about Apocalypse. A 3-diamond Apocalypse at level 100 is going to have 5 million life, 233,000 damage, 120,000 armor. He's going to be demolishing people. If you were worried, because when the diamond scale, that helps with the level scaling. Could you imagine getting hit by this guy's Empowered Punch? This is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm super excited for this. Hopefully Apocalypse Diamonds are going to be available to us once this Crucible season is over. Just spooky levels of power. This is absolutely spooky, spooky levels of power. And what does this impact mean? So here, when we talk about, let's just go back one here. Health, damage, and armor are going to be the stats that lead most into the brute force matchups, into the my power is better than your power. Because focus and resistance haven't changed too much, it's not going to change how fights are affected mechanically. It's just going to shorten RNG moments. Like if you're ever worried your Apocalypse was going to Falcon Punch a Skrull, well, now your Apocalypse will. I mean, if your Apocalypse is higher level, he's getting such a crazy amount of stats from that he's going to absolutely demolish. But you're not extra worried about your level 95 Apocalypse getting resisted from a level 100 Skrull when you try and ability block him with the special. Because that's only a 4% jump. It's not as insane. So it's full brute force matchups, which has the effect of making your kit-based characters not super duper wonderful to be leveling up here. Your brute force characters, your hard-hitting blaster characters, your brawler characters, maybe your tanks, some healers because they're very affected by their life pools and their armor. Like Doc Ock comes to mind right away, right? When he's doing his heals whenever somebody hits him and he deflects, I think. And his regens will be based off his healing. Stuff like that really pops out of me. Somebody like the Hulk, the Green Hulk, that'll be a monster. He'll have more armor. He'll have more life. He'll hit harder. He's going to rebalance insanely. So that Gamma team, big ups there because they all scale a lot on those 3 stats. Characters like Icarus getting the double tap. Of course, Morgan Le Fay, Archangel now getting permanent kills, rewinding people. A lot of that could be really, really interesting. Characters that aren't going to be appealing and haven't been appealing for a while. A character like Emma, right? Emma is just a standing stat. But even characters that use, and we do rely a little bit on their damage, like Cloak, it's not going to help him land his debuffs more. So if you are struggling because you don't have the right star levels for Cloak, then you're still going to be struggling because his focus is not being impacted from these final levels as much as, say, star levels do for him, right? Or red stars or diamonds. The way that they affect the focus is much more impactful. Other characters that come to mind, no, actually, all the characters they've released in a very long time have been super power heavy. I think like the Green Goblin, I think Slayer, Lizard, the Vulture reworks, the whole entire Extreme team. Like Forge, his healing is going to be much more. His armor is going to be much worse. You're not going to be able to kill him in time. He's going to get his res off. Dormammu, thank you, Daddy Works. Dormammu coming in, hitting his ultimate is going to erase people because he spawns with offense up. Speaking of offense up, think of a character like Kestrel. So Kestrel is now going to have 20% increased damage. She spawns with offense up. The entire Superior 6 team does as well, right? So if you are now punching up into levels, watch out. And if you're punching down into levels, well, you should start sending us your spiciest screenshots because I think we're going to be seeing some damage numbers we haven't seen before. I think my max crit with Kestrel was like 2.5 million or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kestrel ults starting to hit for close to 3 million once people get diamonds on top of that. This stat jump is absolutely nutty. I'm super curious to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Big shout out to my friend. I don't know if he wants me to say his name. There's only a few people level 100, so you can probably figure it out. But big shout out to him for supplying us with these photos. I thought this was really, really interesting. I can't get over this. 5 million life? Bro. I hope I never have to face you in Crucible again. The first time was too much. Have yourselves a good day, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. But until then, take care, stay safe, and be happy. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.